Good day, Matayum 2 students. Today we are going to continue our lesson for our Module 5, a visit to a city. And we are already in 5C. So 5C, the title for 5C, we have Keep Our City Clean. Okay, so open your books, class book to page 66, and let's follow here. Okay, so 5C, exercise 1, we have vocabulary. We have heard pictures and then words above. What are we going to do? We are going to write these words in its proper place here. So listen carefully, then write the words on the line.
5C. Keep our city clean. 1. Vocabulary. Complete with the words in the box. Then listen and check your answers. 7 good ideas to help protect the environment. 1. Plant trees. 2. Don't cut down trees. 3. Don't throw litter in the street. 4. Recycle magazines, newspapers, bottles and cans. 5. Save energy. Turn off the light. 6. Save water. Turn off the tap. 7. Use public transport, not your car. Air pollution and traffic jams are big city problems.
All right, so those are the sentences that you listen. So we are going to write or give the answers for you to write on your book. So as you heard, these words are used in the sentences down here. So again, we complete the sentence. Plant, number 1, we have, look at the picture and then complete, plant trees. Okay, number 2, don't cut down trees. So write letter D and a big letter because this is the start of our sentence. Okay, number 3, don't throw litter in the street. And number 4, look at the picture. Recycle magazines, newspapers, bottles, and cans. Okay, next, this picture. Save energy. Turn off light. All right. 6, save water. Turn off the tap. And number 7, use public transport, not your car. Air pollution and traffic jams are big city problems. So those are the vocabulary that completes our sentences today. Next, let's move on here. So look at the picture. What do you think people do on Earth Day? So what are you going to do? Listen as I play the recording, then follow or read the text on your book with your eyes only. Okay, so we have here the text. Follow as I play the recording. Listen carefully.
2. Read. A. What do you think people do on Earth Day? Listen, read and find out.
Earth Day. Help Toronto become greener and cleaner. Help make Toronto a better place to live. Take part in Earth Day. What is Earth Day? Every year on the 22nd of April in the city of Toronto and all over Canada, people celebrate Earth Day. Different activities take place on that day, And during the week that follows, it's a time to celebrate the environment, learn about the city's problems, and do something to help. More than 6 million Canadians take part in Earth Day, and more people are joining us every year. What about you? What can you do? Organise a clean-up day. Get together with friends or other people and clean up an area in the city. Collect litter from the streets, parks, etc. Don't forget to put bottles, paper and cans into recycling bins. Plant trees. We're planning to plant more than 1,000 trees in Downsview Park. Come and help make the park greener than last year. Everyone is welcome. Go on nature walks. Enjoy a walk with your family and learn all about nature. Make something. Build a birdhouse, for example. It isn't as difficult as you may think.
All right, so this is the information about Earth Day celebration in Canada. So what are we going to do? As you heard and as you read the information about the Earth Day celebration in Canada, we are going to answer the following questions here. So get ready with your book. Okay, based on the information that you listen to, the information or the recording about the Earth Day celebration in Canada, we have to answer the following questions from number 1 to number 6. Number 1 question, when do Canadians celebrate Earth Day? So we are going to get the answer from the information that we read and we listen. So it's on your book. So we are going to answer. Canadians celebrate Earth Day every year on the 22nd April. All right, that's the answer. Number 2, how many Canadians take part in Earth Day? Okay, so more than 6 million Canadians take part in Earth Day. Got it? Question number 3, what do groups of people do on cleanup day? So the answer is they clean up an area in the city. Question number 4, where are they planning to plant 1,000 trees? In Downsview Park. That's the answer for question number 4. Question number 5, can children take part in Earth Day? Answer is yes, they can. Question number 6, what can people build? So they can build a birdhouse for the birds. So these are the answers to the question based on the information that uh, they gave us about Earth Day celebration in Canada. Okay, so you have to take note of the answers to these questions. Okay, so what are we going to do? Let's go to your workbook. Workbook page, workbook page, open your workbook to page 50. Okay, 50. Workbook, please open your workbook to page 50 or 50. 5C, activity 1. All right, so much, then use the phrases to complete the sentences. So we have here words 1 to 6 and another set of words A to F. So we are going to match them. Ready? Air pollution, public transport, recycling bin, cut down trees, traffic jam, turn off the light. Okay, so with these words, with these phrases, we are going to answer next activity 1 to 6. So based on the answers we had above, we are going to use them to complete the sentences here. So number 1, blank please, I want to sleep. Turn off the light. Please, I want to sleep. Next, I use blank to go to school. I use public transport to go to school. I usually take the bus. Okay. Next, wait a minute. This is a recycling bin. You can't put newspapers, and bottles, glass bottles and can all together. So you have to put on the correct recycling bin. Next, number 4. There's a lot of air pollution because there are many cars in the city center. Okay, number 5. I hate Friday afternoons. There are always a traffic jam. And I need 2 hours to get home from work. Next, number 6. There aren't many forests left because people cut down trees. So these are our phrases that complete our sentences, this activity A. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the next activity, activity B. So we are going to choose A, B, or C, okay? To complete again the sentences here. Number 1, I always blank my birthday. I usually have a party in the garden. The answer is celebrate. Number 2, Peter and his friends decided to blank the letter in the neighborhood. The answer is collect. Number 3, the concert is going to take blank at Bellevue Park. The answer is place. To take place at Bellevue Park. Number 4, everyone must help protect the environment. Quickly turn off the light. Tap. The bathroom is full of water. Quickly turn off the tap. The bathroom is full of water. So these are the answers of our activity B. All right. So that's for our vocabulary. Now let's go back to our class book. Let's go back to our class book and we are going to discuss this time the grammar. So grammar part of our module 5, another grammar lesson is about comparison. So we are going to compare 3 teenagers here and we have to use as plus adjective plus as, or if it is negative we have to use not plus adjective plus as. So look at these 3 teenagers here. We are going to compare them together. So we have Maria, Ted, and Julie. Let's try. So we are going to describe Ted. Ted is taller than Maria. So Ted is taller than Maria. Okay, next. Ted is as tall as Julie. So meaning to say when we say as, it's the same. So Ted is as tall as Julie. So they were in the same height. Okay, so he is as tall as Jolie. Look at that, the same height. Next, Maria isn't as tall as Ted. So we have negative sentence here using not us. So Maria isn't as. Is not. Maria is not tall as Ted. Okay? Maria isn't as tall as Ted. So look at the comparison of the 3 teenagers here. We use as plus adjective to describe or describing words plus as. And if it is negative, we use not plus not as plus adjective plus as. Again, listen carefully. We are going to discuss or describe, we're going to describe these three teenagers here based on their height. So, describe Ted. Ted is taller than Maria. So, Ted is taller than Maria. Next, Ted is as tall as Julie. So, Ted is as tall as Julie. So, we use as plus adjective tall plus as, then to another person. So meaning to say as tall as, they have the same height. Next, Maria. We are going to use negative here. So we say Maria isn't as. Maria is not as tall as Ted because he is shorter than Ted. So we can say negative sentence here, Maria isn't as tall as Ted. So that's how are we going to use a comparison. So here, comparison not plus adjective is the same. As plus adjective, we say Debbie as tall as her brother. So as plus adjective tall plus as. As plus adjective plus as. Negative sentence, not as plus adjective plus as. So we say geography isn't or is not as interesting as history. So not as adjective and as. Okay, that's how are we going to use this comparison or adjective comparison. So let's try here on your book, page 67, student book. Complete the sentences with the correct form of the adjectives in the brackets. So we have here, we have the word inside the bracket. So we are going to use the adjective or the correct form of adjective. So let's say, cities today have got more problems than they had 50 years ago. Comparison. Okay, 2 times. The air isn't as clean as it used to be. Bellevue Park is larger than Belmont Park. So we are comparing two places or two parks here. So we use comparative form of the verb. But it isn't as large as Greenfield Park. Okay. Earth Day is more popular than. Remember our previous lesson, if we have than, so we are in a comparative form of adjective. Popular than special days in our school. My house is far from the city center. Is farther or further from the city center than. Again, we have than here. So we use comparative form of adjective. Are you as? We have as. Adjective. Okay. Are you as old as your cousin Peter? Okay. So these are the answers to our activity in your class book. All right. So look at this. Exercise 4, listening. I am going to play a recording. So listen to a radio program and look at the pictures below. Tick the topic that are mentioned in the radio program. So what are you going to do? You are going to listen to the recording that I'm going to play, then tick the pictures the topic that are mentioned in the radio program. We have 6 pictures here, so 6 topics. Listen carefully and tick the picture as it mentioned in the radio program. Listen carefully. Ready, start.
4. Listen. Listen to a radio program and look at the pictures below. Tick the topics that are mentioned in the radio program.
And now it's time for Let's Go Environmental with Paul Thatcher. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Josh. This week, what you can do to protect the environment in your city.
Great!
First of all, here are a few things you can do at home. When you brush your teeth, turn off the tap. It saves water.
Of course, everyone knows that.
But do you do it?
No.
Okay, so we have sample. One topic to mention is close the top. All right, listen again, continue.
Josh. Now, here's how to save electricity.
I know. Turn off the light when you leave the room.
That's right.
OK. What about helping our city?
Here's a good idea. There's a lot of pollution in our city, right?
Yes, it's quite bad.
Well, how do you get to work?
By bus.
That's good. Using public transport is a good way to stop traffic jams. But here's another way. It's called car sharing.
What's that?
It's easy. One day you drive to work with some workmates. The next day, they drive you. This way, you're never on your own in a car, and this means there aren't so many cars on the road.
Brilliant! And so simple. Now, tell us something about what we can do with all the rubbish that accrues over the years.
All right, so they mentioned the topic here. One is close the top. Number 2 is our next we have off the light. And we have go to work with boss and sharing cars with employers. So they are not mentioned about this number 4 and number 6. So we have only 4 answers here. Do you understand? Okay, so if you listen it carefully, you got the correct answer. All right, now let's move on to your workbook. Workbook, again, page 50. Page 50 of your workbook. So you are going to answer exercise C. Complete with the correct form of adjectives in brackets. So we have here, we are going to use the adjective that we have learned a while ago. So we say, my brother gets much money than. Remember of than. Then we compared to, so we can say the comparative form of the verb, more money. Okay. Today, it isn't as and as. So we retain the adjective, the same, cold. It's warm, warmer. All right. So better is blank interested in music than. All right. We have again than here. Adjective interested. So we are going to write in a comparative form of adjective, which is more interested. Okay, next. The traffic in the streets this year is blank than last year. Again, we have than. So we have to use the comparative form of the verb. What is the comparative form of bad? Worse. Number 5, the red t-shirt is as. As. As and as, so we retain the adjective expensive as blue one, but the green t-shirt is comparative, cheaper. Correct. So what are you going to do? Continue answering your workbook exercises. You are going to answer letter D and letter E. Okay? So you answers letter D and letter E in your workbook page 51. Page 51 of your workbook, you are going to answer exercise D and E. Okay? Then, what are you going to do? After you answer, you took a picture or you take a picture and send to me on in our line group. We in an album. So make an album, send the pictures of your answers to me online, and don't forget to attach or put your student number for me to check your work as also check your attendance. All right. So that's all for today, Matayum 2. Thank you very much. Let's see it again for another video and for our online class. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.